One disease, too many unpleasant manifestations, that is diabetes, a disease that is carried by not less than 537 million people globally, kills 7 million yearly, and which affects 1 in every 10 Nigerian adults. Nigeria is in the category of the developing countries where 3/4 of diabetes sufferers live. It is a major cause of blindness, kidney failure, heart attacks, stroke, and lower limb amputation. And it is the reason that this advocacy forum has become necessary.
For the whole state.
It is a yearly intervention by the Obasanjo Foundation and partners to spread the word against diabetes.
The first thing to assure them and to assure yourselves if you are a patient is that it can be managed.
The former president of Nigeria, himself a sufferer of diabetes for 40 years, has been leading the awareness through the foundation with screening for early signs, pep talk, and expert opinion as the main feature. He also regularly shares his personal experience of dealing with the disease.
If you do the other 5 things very well,
Which I want to
which are diet, you eat what you should eat, when you should eat it, in the quantity and in the mix that you should eat it. You rest, you exercise, and then you do your medication. And the 5th one is what I call social interaction. Now I say plus contentment, because if you do all this and you are not contented, then it amounts to virtually nothing.
In Africa, we have between 25 to 30 million people affected. In Nigeria, we have somewhere between 7 to 10 million people affected. But if you just look at that number and say, well, 7 million, 10 million, the way to look at it is, if you look at every 10 adults in Nigeria, 1 of them has diabetes. So it means no matter how lucky you are, you will find 1 person in each family having diabetes.
Diabetes is not curable, but preventable and also manageable, as Obasanjo's experience has shown. That is why this year's advocacy has been taken beyond the usual and expanded to include school children, since education for early detection and prevention is regarded as key.
What should people do to prevent diabetes? Healthy lifestyle. What I mean by healthy lifestyle is exercise regularly, drink a lot of water, don't take alcohol, don't smoke, don't take sugar-sweetened beverages, keep your weight moderate. Don't be envious of people with pot belly. Live healthy, live strong, and then make sure that you're always active.
From the team of United Nations, we are talking about education and protecting the future. So who are the future? The children. So that's why this year we are bringing the children, secondary school, university students to be part of it. And you can see that the lecture was very robust.
Building awareness on the global epidemic status of diabetes is one of the responses by the WHO. The message is spread further here through panel discussions tucked into the agenda of the day.
We should stay away from sugary things like Coke and always take water. We should always practice recreative things and also play. We should avoid being overweight.
As a student, my perspective and what this reminds me is that the decisions we make concerning our health are very, very important from our youth. The decisions we make in our eating, in our drinking, in exercise, in sleep, they have repercussions that would last many years to come.
I'm so glad here that we brought these little children here to come and learn about diabetes, because they are our tomorrow. Now we see diabetes in children a lot.
Diabetes indeed is a medical condition. However, it has a socio-economic impact. For any nation that is going to develop, diabetes is a problem, in that when you look at the complications, it affects people in their most productive time of life.
Healthy and active lifestyle come highly recommended as the best option to escape the risk of damage to the heart, blood vessels, eyes, kidneys, and nerves, all attributes of diabetes. And since there are not enough specialists to take care of patients in Nigeria, staying aware and keeping off the risk factors against one of the deadliest enemies of mankind is a good strategy to live healthier and longer. Tokumbo Oyetunji, Arise News, Lagos.